Out of the routine of the ordinary life, sometimes the extraordinary happens. Bobby and Alyssa met each other, fell in love, and are finalizing tonight a marriage and a celebration. Guess what? They wanted all of you to be here. All the right people are here. Let's have a wedding and a party.
I want to thank you all for coming to celebrate the marriage of my daughter, stunning and gorgeous bride, to the luckiest man in the room, probably in the world, in my opinion, Bobby. So Alyssa was supposed to be born on October 10th. October 10th came and left. Now it's Friday the 13th. And Friday the 13th became the luckiest day for us. So on that day, sweetheart, you had my soul. Today you still have my heart.
So I don't remember the first time I met Alyssa, since we were 2, 3, whatever, up for discussion. So I'm gonna just tell you a different memory that I have that really stands out to me and I think just paints a picture of who Alyssa is. We're walking back to our parents' car after, I think, a high school football game. And our mothers were asking all the questions about who was at the game, this boy in our class, this girl we grew up with. And every single person they mentioned, Alyssa responded with, "Oh, I love her," or "Oh yeah, I love them." I was probably ready to talk some middle school trash, but not Alyssa. She loved everyone. And at the time, my mom said something like, "Who don't you love, Alyssa?" And this might be a simple story, but I think in its purest form, it really embodies who Alyssa is. She is someone who loves everyone. She sees the good in everyone.
My brother is by far and away my best friend. It's really, really cool. We lived in the same room all the way growing up. My parents, there was always an extra bedroom somehow, and they were like, "You and your brother are still in the same room." And I was like, "Come on, just give me my own room." And they were like, "No way." But I definitely learned to talk less because I would just be up all night yapping away, and Bobby would be like, "All right, now it's like time to go to bed. Like, please, like, shut up. Like, I gotta sleep." I get why they did it because it was the best thing ever.
As a father, you always think about the man your daughter's going to marry. You pray about the man she's going to marry. Who is that man? What's he going to be like? How much will he love my daughter? Will he be a great husband, a great father? Will he be able to support her beyond financially, but emotionally, spiritually? So I don't know if all fathers have a checklist. I do think they do. And obviously Bobby checks all of those and more. And I know that he'll put his love for Alyssa above anything else. I love how Bobby loves my daughter.
So I don't remember the first time I met Alyssa, but I do remember the first time I met Bobby. We were freshmen in college, and Alyssa and Bobby had gone, I think, on some sorority fraternity date night. Alyssa and Bobby come, stumbling out of Sandbar. I roll down my window to say hi for the first time, and Bobby throws dollar bills in my window, tells me, "Get her home safe," like I was the taxi driver, and walked off. A true gentleman, making sure, she got to the car safe. But what I remember the most from that night is when we got back to the dorms and I looked over at my friend absolutely light up in a way I had never seen before. And I immediately knew this was something special. I specifically remember in the dorm that night saying, "I bet you marry this boy."
One thing that I admire the most about you, and still do to this day, is how you've always treated people, how you always cared for others. You've always had a different set of eyes as you view and judge people, how you view and judge the world. I remember thinking, truthfully, that you had like kaleidoscope eyes. You were able to put and look at the world in a totally different view. Many times I wish I had the ability to put those kaleidoscope eyes. Unfortunately, I didn't. For those who know Alyssa, that's pretty much Alyssa in a nutshell. I just pray, baby, that through those same eyes, I hope I've met your expectations as a father. And I love you.
By the authority vested in me as a minister in the state of Georgia, I pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss your bride. It is my pleasure to welcome you for the first time, Mr. and Mrs. Bobby McLean.
A good friend of mine, that he welcomed his future son-in-law, who is from Indianapolis and a Colts fan, with a giant jersey. So Bobby, I will not do that.
I feel so
Nope. To welcome you to the family, I have an envelope for you. Oh, I've been waiting for this, Bobby. In this envelope, I have account information for LinkedIn, Netflix, and Alyssa's cell phone. All yours. May God bless you both. May He shine upon you forever. To Bobby and Alyssa.
I feel so alive.